U.S. officials continue to say Iranian forces are weakened. There are still growing concerns about security threats here in the U.S.
Now, since the war began, the FBI has launched multiple terror investigations. The two highest profile cases in recent days: a deadly shooting at Old Dominion University carried out by a man previously convicted for helping ISIS, and an attack on a Michigan temple where a security guard stepped in to protect children and daycare staffers inside.
Now, our news partners, WTOP, report unidentified drones have been spotted over Fort McNair. That's where Hegseth lives, as well as Secretary of State Marco Rubio. 7 News reporter Rebecca Turco is looking into those claims. She joins us live now with what she's learning. Rebecca?
Well, we've learned from the Army that there's no credible threat to the fort here, so there's that. But it was still a security breach, no matter who is behind it.
Fort McNair may be a no-drone zone, but apparently someone didn't listen the other night. A source close to the matter told our news partners at WTOP that several unidentified drones were spotted above the Army base one night within the past week and a half.
It's a significant security concern.
John Torres is a former special agent in charge for Homeland Security investigations for the Capital Region. He says drones could be used for everything from surveillance to carrying out attacks.
There's such a wide range of options, none of them really good as to why there would be a drone in an area like that, especially over a military base where there are lots of sensitive activities going on, and then housing major people in the administration like that.
Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth and Secretary of State Marco Rubio live on the base here. An Army spokesperson tells 7 News they're working with their law enforcement and interagency partners to monitor and investigate the reported sightings, saying there is currently no credible threat to Fort McNair, but they'll continue to monitor and adjust force protection measures as needed.
You have to take all of these incidents very seriously, especially in times like this.
John says he believes the military will use different defense layers here, including electronic warfare, to jam frequencies and camouflage the area from drones.
You'll see the intelligence community working with the Department of War, as well as then the FBI, the CIA, Homeland Security investigations all working together to find out what's really going on here.
And John tells us if there's another drone sighting, officials could use weapons to try to shoot it down, including laser weapons and a type of gun that actually shoots out nets that they could use to try and catch the drones. Scott?
Yeah, so a lot to figure out there, Rebecca. Why would they want to catch the drone?
Well, a couple reasons there. They could try and catch it to get a look at the serial numbers, and getting the serial number would give them an idea of who the drone belongs to. Another reason they could want to catch the drone would be to try and reverse engineer it for the technology, but they'd have to be extra careful doing all of this because they'd want to make sure that there's no explosives on the drones. And John tells us that there's technology out there to make sure for all of that, to make sure that there's no explosives on these drones. We're live in Southwest D.C. Rebecca Turco, 7 News.
Today, 7 News also spoke with a drone expert about realistic threats that security officials should be concerned about right now.
When we're talking about drones of Shahed types that they use in Iran, that Russia is bombing with in Ukraine, yes, these are the huge systems, and it's really hard to bring here to the U.S. I heard some reports about California being threatened and striking Iranian drones, but it's really hard to believe that Iran can execute this kind of mission right now. But what is realistic is someone going to Amazon or any online marketplace, basically buying any FPV drone, which is a small quadcopter drone, and it can carry, a pound of explosive, which is enough to kill someone. Unfortunately, there is no way to effectively control this commercial technology. What we should focus on right now is to think how to develop countermeasures to this threat.